Hello and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a yearly reading for the sign of Taurus for next year, 2022, the year of the tiger, the water tiger, as it is known in the Chinese zodiac. As you know, my dear Taurus, this is a general reading, so there may be parts that don't resonate. Only take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards, I've already shuffled the cards, and this is a spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Fool. In the challenging position, we've got the Lovers clarified by the Page of Wands. In the advice from Spirit position, we've got the Three of Wands, card of expansion, clarified by the Hermit. In the first half of 2022, the year of the tiger, we have Justice, clarified by the Five of Wands. And in the second part of the year 2022, we've got Nine of Cups, clarified by the King of Pentacles. As I mentioned, 2022 is the year of the tiger. It is going to be a year of light, speed change. It's going to be a year of transformations. The luckiest months in 2022 are going to be February, May, and October. And the more difficult months may be April, especially the beginning of April, and the month of September. So with that in mind, let's begin this reading. In the past position, as I mentioned, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, which I actually really like this card. I mean, Pentacles are represented by Earth element, and I like the Pentacles because they bring stability, they bring security. In this particular card, it tells me that you did very work hard, very much so. In 2021, you worked quite hard, and you actually kind of made it fun, because we see the Fool in the clarifying position, which tells me that you really focused on making your work routine innovative. You really focused on making your work routine kind of less boring, because the Seven of Pentacles is very much about being very methodical. It's being very meticulous. It's being very kind of focused and detail oriented, which can be a little bit boring, and sometimes people tend to rebel against such, routine work. It can create a little bit of boredom. So with the Fool here in the clarifying position, it's actually a really great combination. You definitely made a long-term investment. In the past, you've planted seeds that you took the time and the energy in order to kind of see them grow, and you tended to them as well, which is really nice. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it tells me that you are about to really receive the harvest that you've been working on. 2022, like I mentioned, is going to be a year of transformations. It's going to be a year of light. It's going to be a year of fast change. So with these seeds that you have planted, there's going to be a lot coming at you. It's important to remember to really invest wisely, to really spend your resources that took a long time to create wisely, my dear Taurus. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Lovers with the Page of Wands. The Lovers is always, is sometimes known as a soulmate card. It's a card of union, it's a card of harmony, it's a card of relationships, but at the same time, it's also a card of duality. It's also a card of having to make decisions, really kind of life-changing decisions, I should add, because the Lovers is a major arcana card, dear Taurus. It's interesting, you've got the Fool, which is a major arcana card, you've got the Lovers, you've got the Hermit, you've got the Justice. So definitely there's, this year 2022 is going to be very significant. It's going to be a year of new beginnings, it's going to be a year of transformations, it's going to be a year of major life-changing decisions. That is what the Lover's card is all about. That will create some stress. That will create some disagreements in internally first and foremost. You will kind of go back and forth. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Lovers is represented by the planet Mercury, and Mercury is about communication. So watch your communication throughout 2022. Don't divulge any more information that people need to know. Obviously, people who are close to you, who know a lot about you, get more information. People who know a little bit less. Business relationships should be, just what that is, business, because that, is very important to you, to your stability, to your security, dear Taurus. But definitely there may be some distractions that the Lover's card can bring in 2022. So make sure that you approach any type of distraction, any type of challenge with a clear head, with a clear conscience, with a clear plan to overcome and move forward. Sometimes we receive the Lovers, when we struggle to make deep connections with relationships in our life. So you definitely want to make sure that you take appropriate time and effort in order to make connections with people that you that resonate with you. Sometimes if people are not coming or not calling or not knocking or not kind of supporting, then that perhaps those people are not your tribe, because your tribe, they sort of just will show up and call and come and support. And sometimes people that are of our tribe can be of a different they don't necessarily have to be from your office or from your line of work. They can be from a completely different career, if you will, or with a completely different background than you are. So make sure to be open-minded in 2022. And the biggest thing when you receive the Lovers in the challenging position is, of course, about self-love. Definitely the divine here is giving you a lesson through this Lover's card. It will push your limits. It will create some stresses, but the divine is giving you this as a way to learn and overcome and expand your limitations, to move forward, to achieve your goals and to achieve your dreams, because you're not too young, you're not too old, you have exactly the resources that you need in order to achieve your dreams. And this is what the divine here is sort of pushing you through to the next level, if you will. Now, the Lovers here is clarified with the Page of Wands, which definitely can bring immature-ish energy. There may be something that you haven't learned quite yet, and so you may meet new people in 2022 who will kind of as we go through life, life is not a direct path, it is a spiral. And so, the people that we used to know in school, then different people we used to know at work, and so on and so forth. Life brings about similar people to us in order for us to learn the lessons. And when we do learn those lessons, those people stop, appearing in our life, and they go elsewhere. But life is a spiral. Every single time you go through a lesson, you learn something more deeper and deeper and deeper. And so sometimes when we see those repeated patterns of behavior, sometimes when we see repeated sort of similar people that appear in our life, it is because the lesson within that situation hasn't been learned. And so the divine is bringing this to our attention so that we can learn the lesson. Now, the Page of Wands can be about lack of direction for some of you in 2022. Sometimes the Page of Wands appears when we have unhealthy competition around us. But something tells me that this particular Page of Wands is very much connected to a decision, a major decision that you have to make in 2022. And so the divine here is making sure that you are aware of that. Be wary of the Page of Wands, because this can be someone in our life who creates drama for the sake of creating drama, for the the sake of gaining attention, because the Page of Wands doesn't want to learn the lessons that life sort of presents. They are not sufficiently they're not sufficiently, what's the word I'm looking for, mature. They haven't evolved to the stage that you have evolved. And so, the divine here may be kind of testing you a little bit with this Page of Wands. Now, the advice from Spirit, we have the Three of Wands, which is one of my favorite cards because it is a card of expansion. The divine here is saying your ships are coming in. Opportunities are going to be offered to you. There's going to be different possibilities in 2022. Again, transformation. Think a very fast change. You must be prepared. When you stay prepared, you don't have to get prepared. When you stay prepared, when your house is in order, when your bills are in order, when, whatever else is in order, your kids, your parents, your pets. And by the way, I just wanted to recently mention, I was speaking to a coworker last week, and he told me that he has a trust for his pets. And I was just shocked. I didn't realize you could do a trust for your pets. So like if you Google it, you can find different, wherever you are in different regions, they offer different documents, and you can like create a trust for your pets, so they can be provided for if you are, busy elsewhere or cannot provide for them, which I thought was just absolutely interesting, because it never occurred to me. But staying prepared is very, very, very important. And this is what the Three of Wands is all about. Developing a plan, developing a strategy, preparing for what is to come, realizing, that there's going to be opportunity for rapid growth. And so when growth occurs and things change, it definitely, you can take more advantage. You can receive more out of an opportunity if you're prepared to negotiate, if you're prepared to kind of to seal the deal, if you will. Definitely the Three of Wands is a really, really wonderful card, because it's telling me that your horizons are opening up, that you are moving, onward and upwards. Now, the Hermit here is in the clarifying position. The Hermit is a major arcana card, and the reason we receive the Hermit is because he seeks the truth. We see this person walking, with the stick and the lantern in his hand, because he's guiding himself, because he knows where he's going. He knows where the wisdom is. He's a very wise old man. And so the divine here is suggesting that, you in 2022 are going to become much stronger internally. Focus on what you feel on the inside. It's that discipline on the inside that's going to get you the most opportunities in 2022. It is that calmness, that self-respect, that belief in your experience, in your intuition, and in your knowledge that's going to bring you, all the rewards that you want to see in 2022. So definitely it is important to be aware of. Now, the first part of 2022, we've got Justice, which is definitely a card of what comes around goes around. Justice is not designed to punish you, but it is designed to balance out the situation. Justice brings balance. So if you did someone else wrong, most likely justice will, balance that situation out, and you will receive some sort of a reprimand, if you will. But, obviously, Taurus, everyone makes mistakes. Obviously, we're all human. So it's important to remember that justice is not designed to punish. The divine is aware that sometimes people, learn by making mistakes, and sometimes people, do things that not always, that they may not always be proud of. And so that kind of gets chalked up to like a learning opportunity. So we're talking, like when you receive the Justice card, we're talking about like intentional, purposeful wrongdoing. Justice will scale, will balance the scales, if you will. It's interesting that the justice here is clarified by the Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands is a card of conflict. It's a card of arguments and bickering and clashing of personalities, and feeling like there's so many demands. That is what justice is balancing out. Justice is creating a fair playing field for you in the first part of 2022. There will be some, weeks in the first half of 2022 when you're going to feel like, whoa, I'm not sure where this is going. But have that faith. Again, this is why you've got the Hermit. Sometimes the faith will carry you through, and remembering that the divine knows better than any of us how the universe works. Sometimes it may look like things are not going to work out, but they will. That's why you have justice. Justice is going to be brought, and it's going to create a balance, and it's going to, make sure that all sides in a situation receive what they're due, if you will. But definitely justice can also be about making decisions, following facts and staying accountable for the promises that you've made as well. It's very important to continue to be responsible, to continue to be accountable, because that kind of protects you in a way. If you pay the karma as you go, you're not going to have some kind of an unexpected surprise, appear, and you're not going to find yourself in a situation where you have to pay back so much karma. When you make sure that you're polite with everyone, when you make sure that you're not trying to create drama unnecessarily, then you should be fine when it comes to karma. Now, in the second part of 2022, that is where all the fun begins, because we've got the Nine of Cups clarified by the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is a wish-fulfilling card. We see this person smiling from ear to ear. He's got all these wonderful cups behind him. It's emotional fulfillment. It's feeling happy. It's feeling satisfied. It's feeling, like you have achieved a certain level, and it's making you really, really happy. And that relates to your stability. The King of Pentacles is well known to have a Midas touch. Whatever he touches turns to gold. So you're going to be really happy when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your security. You're going to feel abundant. You're going to feel like prosperity is flowing much easier for you. And you're also going to feel happy when it comes to your home life as well. I think that it's, really going to be an incredible year. Taurus, I've actually spoken to an astrologer, and she told me that 2022 is going to be a good year for Tauruses. The spotlight is going to be on you. People will be looking to you for justice. People will be looking to you for plans and strategy, and will ask you questions, to help strategize. And people will be looking to you. How did you achieve that emotional fulfillment? So you're going to feel really confident in 2022, dear Taurus. But let's see what energy oracle cards I have pulled to clarify this spread. We've got action, we've got cornucopia, and we have the sun. I mean, I don't think you could have asked for better cards. Definitely the action card is very much go, go, go. This is a year of taking a lot of action when it comes to on the outside as well as on the inside. So make sure you eat well, you exercise, you meditate. Make sure you do what you promised you were going to do. Make sure you take care of your responsibilities and accountability. But at the same time, you should also take action on the inside. Continuously evolve your intuition. Work on different healing strategies, because healing is important important. If you evolve, if you are alive, if you live on planet Earth, you constantly need to heal because we're bombarded by different things. Sometimes people at work or our neighbors or our family members can make us feel down, can make us feel unappreciated, or like we did something wrong. It's important to remember that taking action on the inside continuously is going to help you balance things out on the outside. And of course, cornucopia just tells me that some of the rewards that you've been waiting for are going to be presented to you. You're going to be enjoying a really wonderful harvest. You will want for nothing, but this is, very well deserved, dear Taurus. You have worked so hard. You've spent so much time, so much energy, and you've been pushing and pushing and pushing to create that stability, not just for yourself. You have been an example to other people as well, dear Taurus. That's why you're receiving cornucopia. And of course, the sun, which is, a self-explanatory card of joy, of celebration. It could be, very different things. For example, for some people, it may be a baby. We do see this baby on the side of this bowl. For some people, it may be some good news, maybe a contract, maybe a purchase of a home, maybe business is taking off, whatever it may be. Maybe traveling papers, maybe you're going traveling in 2022. But definitely the sun card is a card of happiness, celebration, and joy. But let's see what we can clarify with the 3 mystical wisdom cards that I pulled. We've got resilience, rise above tribulations. We've got knowledge, seek knowledge, and we have new beginnings. Definitely, it is important to stay above all the drama, to stay above all the injustices that you may see that may affect you, where you start feeling low vibrational energy. It's important to maintain high vibrational energy. Remember, everything adds up over time. If you exercise a little bit every single day, that adds up over time. If you eat better, that adds up over time. All the wonderful patterns of behaviors help you stay above low vibrational energies. And this is what the divine here is reminding you, that there will be times in 2022 where you're going to feel stress, where you're going to feel like you're trying to make a connection, but it is just not deep enough. It will help you kind of overcome that internal stress first and foremost. And of course, knowledge. Make sure that you continuously feed your mind with knowledge. Read different books, find out what podcasts maybe you can listen to that will expand your mind, that will help you see things from a new perspective, a different perspective. Knowledge is very important because it kind of continuously plants seeds in your mind where the seeds can grow and create something beautiful. And of course, you are going to be like this bird rising from the ashes. You are going to be beginning a new life, but you're still going to retain those experiences that make you strong. Definitely, I think 2022 is going to be a year where you will be, some of you definitely will be very much discovered. Some of you will be, you will receive quite a lot of like a lot of people will all of a sudden, come to you and praise you. And I'm not saying you're going to be famous, but you're definitely going to be noticed by a lot of people for something that you did. And I think that this new beginning is going to bring you a lot of joy. It's going to bring you new wonderful things. And as the year unfolds, let me know how things are going, because I very much enjoy connecting with your energies, dear Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please don't forget to visit me on Instagram. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you next time.